Lyrical Movement's back again. Now, I was asked this question a few weeks ago, and somebody had the audacity. I guess they were having a bad day, but they were like, "Why are you so happy?" Just like that. They were like, "Yo, why are you so happy all the time?" And I was like, interesting question. Let's think about this. And let's answer this question properly before we end up having to fight our way out of wherever we are, right? Okay, so I said, I'm a thinker, trust me, I am, and I know people love to fight me, don't you? Yeah, you do. You want the opportunity, you want a chance to just, and I don't know why. It must be the positivity, because negative people don't like positive people. It's just because they can't be that way because they're so conditioned into their pain. And I too have had pain unmentionable. I have had pain so bad that, you know, I get home and I'm like, it hurts again, because, you know, I'm constantly in pain. And my therapy has always been poetry. Poetry has always been my window to survival, and I mean that in the easiest, most open way. Poetry has always been my therapy. So I probably would be a raving lunatic running down, you know, whatever avenue I live by, going mad, you know, just because of all the stress and the strain and the, you know, the goals we set for ourselves and the shortcomings that we get from life at times that we didn't even expect. We didn't even think, you know, wow, like, damn, what did I do? I must have made somebody mad. I said, you know, when I was younger, I had like, I don't give a F, you see, you know, the rest mentality. And I think I impacted a lot of different people with that. And I think that's why I ended up getting it back. And when I got it back, I cared, you know, and I cared so much that it probably deteriorated the person that I actually was. I'm sorry, I know I'm like boring the shit out of you, right? Real talk. This is inside Indira Y, inside Lyrical Movements, inside Monique Forrester. Back to the question, why am I so happy? I'm happy because I'm alive. I'm happy because I'm 27 years old and I'm on my way to wherever it is that I'm supposed to be. I made my mistakes in life, but trust me, I'm not making any more. And I've you know, opened a lot of doors expecting things to be behind them, and what I was expecting I should have had inside myself. And this is a metaphor and an analogy for a lot of people who are listening. You travel the road looking for something, looking for someone to fill that void, to be your hero, to be your Romeo, to be your Prince Charming, to be your Mrs. Right, you know what I mean? And we tend to not look at ourselves or work on ourselves first, and then we go out there looking for somebody else thinking that this person's going to complete you. And this person can't possibly complete you because you're not complete. There's something wrong with you that you don't see. So don't be that person. I'm not saying the female who asked me why am I so happy with such a negative connotation behind it, because shorty, you was a little hood with it and you didn't even know me like that. Fall back. And if you see this, we could talk about it, because trust me, we could talk about it, you know what I'm saying? But it's the principle behind it, and the principle says, hey, what's wrong with being happy sometimes? You know, it doesn't rain all the time, the sun doesn't shine all the time. I know it's not always windy, right? You don't always have to face hail when you're driving, right? Okay, everybody has its time. Every dog has its day. Every season has a reason, right? So when you ask me why am I so happy in such a negative way, sometimes you have to ask yourself, why are you so unhappy? You feel me? Okay? And I know I rub a lot of people the wrong way with my positivity, because they just can't understand, you know, why I live in the hood. Because it's not really the hood, but it's technically it's not the hood at all. They wish they was hood over here, but that's another story. But you know, why do you live in an urban area and you carry yourself like you're non-urban? And I'm like, look, what is non-urban? What is urban? I'm an African-American woman, you know what I mean, with Caribbean roots. You understand what I'm saying? And I've always been true to myself, and I think that you should be true to yourself. Now, I'm not the happiest person in the world. There are times that I cry. I don't wear my emotions on my sleeve. That's why I have poetry. You understand? What do you have? What's your venue? What's your therapy? You know, hit me up, lyricalmovements@yahoo.com. I'm also on MySpace, Lyrical Movements, Lyrical Space Movement, a YouTube channel, Lyrical Movements, or you can just go to the search window and type in Lyrical Movements and you'll see me pop up and bam. And I'm on Lombardi Street for all the actors out there who are actually interested. I have to post some videos, I know. And thank you again, Mr. Jackson. You know, it was a great opportunity being there and being able to help you and reading all those lines, and hopefully I could put on my resume, right? I read like different parts, and I got to meet different actresses and actors, SAG, non-SAG, and it was